Hello?
Hello,
Yes?
who is this?
Who are you trying to reach?
What number is this?
Well, what number are you trying to reach?
I don't know.
I think you have the wrong number.
Do I?
It happens. Take it easy. Hello?
I'm sorry, I guess I dialed the wrong number.
So why would you dial it again?
To apologize.
You're forgiven. Bye now.
Wait, don't hang up.
What?
I want to talk to you for a second.
They've got 900 numbers for that. See ya. Hello?
Why don't you want to talk to me?
Who is this?
You tell me your name and I'll tell you mine.
I don't think so.
What's that sound?
Popcorn?
You're making popcorn.
Uh-huh.
I only eat popcorn at the movie.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Just some scary movie.
Oh, you like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite. What comes to mind?
Halloween. You know the one with the guy in the white mask who goes around and stumps babysitters? What's yours?
Wait, you never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
Because I want to know who I'm looking at.
What?
I said, I want to know who I'm talking to.
Look, I gotta go.
Wait, I thought we were going to talk.
I don't think so.
Wait, don't hang up on me.
Listen, you freak.
You listen to me, little girl. You hang up on me again, I'm going to get you, you understand?
Is this some kind of sick joke?
More of a game, really. Can you handle that? Can you see me?
Listen, I'm about 2 seconds away from calling the police.
They'd never make it in time.
Who's there? I'm calling the police. Look, you've had your fun. I think you should go, or else
Or else what?
my boyfriend's gonna be here in a second, and he's gonna kick the crap out of you.
His name wouldn't happen to be Emil.
I have a baseball bat here with your name written on it.
A little girl doesn't scare me.
No, God, no. Please don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him. Where are you?
Yes.
Please don't hurt him.
Do you want to play a game?
No.
Then he goes right now.
Okay. What kind of game?
Turn off the light and you'll see what kind of game. Just do it.
Okay.
It's a trivia game. It's easy. Movie trivia. Name the killer in Halloween.
I don't know.
Come on. It's your favorite scary movie, remember?
Michael Myers.
Yes. Very good. Now time for the real question.
Assassins.
All other countries abandoning them, China has continued with super strict COVID restrictions, leaving the citizens fearful of sudden lockdowns that could keep them in their homes for months at a time. President Xi Jinping plans to keep these restrictions in place through 2022 and possibly into 2023. In other news, at around 5 p.m. Thursday evening, a gunman opened fire in Raleigh, North Carolina, killing 5 including a police officer, and injuring 2 others, one of which was also a police officer. The suspect was apprehended at around 9:30 p.m., and around 10:45 p.m. it was revealed to the public that the suspect is a juvenile, though there were no further details released. I'm Gavin Knight Richard, and thanks for watching.
With football having the biggest fan base out of all sports at NHS, we took a look at the 12th man effect. This is a way to refer to the large crowd in attendance at the games. We spoke to football players and den leaders to learn more about how this affects the game.
The 12th man effect, it's really just, it's kind of like a stabilization, gives you energy when you start to get down, really just pushes you when you start to struggle in the game, but also when you're up, it really gives you that extra confidence, really helps you just ride to the victory when you get a big lead. Just big on energy booster and just big confidence booster too.
This year, my favorite chant is the warm the buses one, man, because whenever people say that, you already know it's a blowout, you know what I mean? The game's already over, man.
This year, I look forward to playing Wacona because last year they kind of killed us, 38-16. So this year we're trying to get it back. We're gonna beat them this year at home with all our fans. It's gonna be great.
Home games, you got everyone there, everyone in the school, all your family. It's a little bit easier compared to away games. You don't really know where you're going against, and you have to get off the bus and really play.
I think what the den leaders do to contribute to the team is help lead chants and make sure everyone's getting loud and hyping up the team.
I think to contribute to the team is definitely, for our jobs, is to basically hype up the rest of the crowd, because without us, I think we wouldn't be able to start chants. We wouldn't be able to start the whole hype of the whole thing.
This weekend's scores: football demolished Amherst 33-0. Field hockey beat Smith Academy 2-1. Boys cross country lost to Amherst 31-24. Girls cross country beat Amherst 29-26. Golf beat Belchertown 12.5 to 11.5. And the boys and girls soccer teams both beat Southwick with clean sheets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
This week, we took a look into the NHS Student of Color Alliance Club, also known as SOCA. We talked to leadership and club participants to learn more about SOCA's role and purpose at NHS.
I've been in SOCA since freshman year. I wasn't really an active member up until this year. I joined SOCA because I felt like it would be a safe space for me to just talk about some of my feelings about the school, about just the community in general. And I just wanted to hear other people's stories about being a student of color. I would definitely recommend SOCA to everyone. I know there are people who do want to join SOCA, but are just hesitant or not sure if they can or cannot. But I think anyone who wants to join should join. I think SOCA positively affects the community by spreading awareness, because I know some things that the school does, or the administration or the student body, sometimes they aren't aware of what they're doing that might affect the student of color. And us as SOCA, we can help them acknowledge some wrongs and stuff.
SOCA is the Student of Color Alliance at NHS, and we work with students of color and non-students of color to pair people together and be able to create a more diverse community at our school. SOCA's been a club since about 2005, and it was started by a teacher named Carolyn Gardner, who's not here anymore. So it's been around for 17 years.
We hope that the impact of SOCA is that students of color can feel like they have a place to come and talk about their experiences from NHS and life, and just say how they feel and speak their minds.
So SOCA stands for Students of Color Alliance. However, it's welcome to everyone. We want to build a community at the school, and that includes everyone.
Our goal for SOCA this year is to continue to have, discussions and places where people can talk about their own experiences, but also to do more projects with the community and SOCAs at other schools, and work on connecting kids to kids at the middle school, or just other people of color, especially throughout our community, to make sure people can connect with others outside of our school.
Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in joining SOCA, make sure to stop by one of their meetings in room 305 on every second and fourth Thursday of the month from 3:30 to 4:15, and you can follow them on Instagram at nhs.soca. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Takeaways Episode 3. This week we sat down with a special guest, Levi Armstrong.
Happy to be here, Rory. Thanks for having me. This is a very nice environment. You know, it's great to be here, and we have a drone, which is cool.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good thing. And I also got hit in the head with it, which is great. Rory, talk about where we are, please.
Here we are in this beautiful Smith College campus in Northampton, Massachusetts.
In Northampton, gotta love it. We're on the Smith campus. We got some older people running along here.
Okay, we can't add that in.
Yes, we can. We have the waterfall right behind us to add some nice noise. We got some foliage, the bridge, you know, some people just looking at us, the fans.
Yes, the fans.
You gotta think about them. Parker knew someone that he saw, and here we are.
Today we went to Popeyes in Hadley. We picked up 2 nice crispy chicken sandwiches. We got some fresh lemonade. And we have some French fries.
It looks good. It looks crispy. It looks like it's been definitely fried.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. There's a weird consistency right here. Now, what's your best guess on what it is?
You know, I gotta say, my best guess would be mayonnaise. But this is a concerning amount of mayonnaise.
Parker, come
Cheers.
Hold this microphone while I do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the governor of... Okay. Okay. Thank you, Parker. You know, I have my thoughts.
All right, what do you think? You go first.
Okay. It was almost all crisp.
Yes.
There wasn't any chicken at all. I mean, for Christ's sake, if they're gonna kill a chicken for us, we might as well taste it.
I know. Pretty good bite overall. Definitely, once you get in there with the second bite, it gets better. You got some of the pickle in there, and more of the chicken.
Oh, the pickle's good.
Yeah, the pickle.
I got some of that. At the Popeyes, the combo first one. Get out. The first combo is a chicken sandwich. You can make it either crispy or spicy.
Yep.
A drink and fries.
Quite good. Still cold.
Very good. Very cold. It definitely reminds me of a brisk summer day.
Yes,
no,
definitely.
No, it is not brisk lemonade, I might add.
All right, now let's dig into these fries. So they forgot to pick up sauce while they went to pick up our food. So we're just eating our cold fries today.
Cold fries, down the hatch. Oh, Lorda, I think I've found a fry. It's pretty good.
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Very beautiful. You have the nice trees in the background, beautiful scenery. Of course, just love it.
So folks, there you have it. Episode 3 of Takeaways. I was honored to be here for it. Very nice. Roy, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
And we want to thank Popeyes for being a real hassle in the drive-thru, but you know what? I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah.
On September 26th, the Department of Public Works discovered an 8-inch punctured sewage pipe that was draining 250 to 350 gallons of sewage into a storm drain that led to Brickyard Brook. We looked at how this type of sewage contamination affects the environment and what is generally done in response to this situation.
So typically sewage gets into water like 3 ways. One would be a pipe breaking, like what happened at Broadbrook. Another one would be intentional dumping, and then another one is surface water runoff. Just when it rains, all the animal waste from the ground will collect into a body of water.
My understanding of what happened is the project is it's an East Hampton City project. They've hired a contractor to complete the work, which involves excavating in and around the existing utilities, which is for water and drainage, and then for the sewer. Many of them are composed of clay piping, and that pipe was hit during the excavation process. This project has a permit with the Conservation Commission, which basically amounts to a bunch of rules that they have to follow during construction.
Well, the spill that you're talking about, it's actually not a ton of water. It sounds like a lot, but in terms of a whole ecosystem, a couple hundred gallons isn't really going to impact it that much. But the big problem with wastewater in aquatic ecosystems is that the nitrates in the waste can actually cause algae blooms, and then when algae grows, eventually it dies and bacteria start to grow, and that bacteria can suck a lot of the oxygen out of the water. So aside from like the obvious fecal bacteria that's in there, you can lose oxygen, and that can harm all aquatic life in the ecosystem.
Because of those hazards is the reason why the city put the public alert out there when it did happen, as soon as it was discovered. And also they are required to make a notification to a Department of Environmental Protection. I called the Wetlands Department. The response internally then was for the city to work with the contractor to first stop the leak, which they were able to do pretty quickly. Then had already installed what's known as a coffer dam. And so most of the material, the sewage material that made its way into that drainage pipe and came out there was caught by this coffer dam. And then from then on, it's just kind of monitoring the situation and making sure that all the fixes were sufficient, which so far they have been, and I anticipate that they will be.
Well, if it's like a pipe breaking or intentional dumping, then those just need to be prevented with better piping or regulations that prevent intentional dumping. But with surface water runoff and wastewater runoff, the best way to do that is by planting trees alongside rivers, which are called riparian forests, and they can soak up any type of surface runoff pollution, including wastewater pollution, and also making sure that we have lots of permeable surfaces when we develop land. So we want grass and pebbles over things like concrete and pavement, and that will decrease the total runoff that hits an aquatic ecosystem, and that will decrease the amount of wastewater that hits there too.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you stay aware of the impact you have on your environment.
So, hello and welcome to the Game Show. This week we are doing The Price is Right, and we are joined by the wonderful Iris Sanborn as our announcer.
Hello, yep, that's me.
First, can I get up Austin Wolf? Come on to the stage. And you want to stand right about here. Okay, next up, Nicholas Frenier. Alright, move the line down. And last, but certainly not least, Naima Powergreen. You got it right. Not that I thought you would get it wrong. Alrighty. And first of all, can I get our first item, please?
Alright.
So, our first item right here.
This is a Coca-Cola bottle. You know, it's the classic look. All glass, like has its cap. I'm actually. Can I keep this?
You can have it.
Thank you.
All right. So, contestants, what are you feeling on this item right here? Can we get first? Start with Naima. How much?
About $2.
All right.
I'll give it $2.
Austin.
$10.
$20. Sure. And Nicholas.
Working at State Street, I'm proud to say that that's $6.99.
Alrighty. So the contestant who happened to get closest, was Naima. It was in fact $3.99. So that is a point for Naima. Can we get our second item, please? Here, I'll pull it up here.
Alright, so here we have some good old Yahtzee, aka you know it well, you have your sheet, you have your cup, you have all the things that make Yahtzee. I love this game, I really do, it's fun.
Indeed.
There it is.
So, 3 contestants, how much are we feeling on this Yahtzee game? We'll start with Naima.
It's $8.95.
Alrighty, so that's a very confident guess from Naima.
I gotta say it is $9.99.
Alright, Nicholas.
I want to say $13.99.
Alright, so once again, y'all went way too high. This is priced at only $3.99 for this pristine copy of Yahtzee. So Naima gets a second point. And you know what, since you won 2 in a row, we're gonna go straight to our final round. You two, get out of here.
Oh,
not
wait.
you.
Oh God.